All right. We got some stuff going on here. We have things happening. That's fine. No problem. Yes, I missed deck. NDDK. Alright. So things are moving along quite well with restreams for me now that my first one that was supposed to be in the back 3 back got canned. After this one I get about an hour rest and then oh god. I'm being asked to goaltend, I think, in like an hour and a half, and I can't do it. Yeah, somebody just asked me to... the stream just way down. Yeah, somebody just asked me if I could goaltend a hockey game in an hour and 10 minutes away, and the rink is 35 minutes away from here, and I have no gear ready, and I'm calling this match, so yeah, I can't play. So, alright, we're just waiting on the world's smartest genius here, aka Jay. There he is. Alright, so we'll flip over and take a look at the standings real quick. So, Jay here... Tilbax has 2 sets, you've got 3 sets. You kind of want to get some points here. NDDK only really needs to get 4 points and he wins. So... yeah, you've kind of got the jump on Tilbax here, but it's not that big of a jump. So we'll see how this goes. You've got something to play for, unlike my last restream, which, like, they were playing for ELO or just to screw around. So, alright, switching over to there. You do need a call on who's going to be, at least a coin flip call. So we'll see who's home. Yeah, I would have taken that goaltending game had I, not had this or the one of it a little bit. All right, Jay's calling for tails. Tails fails. So NDDK, it's your pick. ND's gonna take home. Alright, then, sorry, I didn't update the PBs at all. 18 all the way, we're gonna go 18 all the way. I'm just gonna hide the PBs here. Because those are my previous ones. Player's gonna go 18 all the way, that's no biggie. Alright, whenever you guys are ready, we'll get this going. You are not Ben Famir. Alright. We got one ready. Just waiting on the other ready. Alright, we got both readies. We're going to count it down from 3 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Take some pseudo grape drink there. Alright, Jay gets it off. And he's pushing him down. Pushing down hard. 52 pushdown points already. Yeah, Jay's ready. NDDK's ready. Jay's waiting on the long bar, hopefully not going to zero out. Oh, he can't zero out. He pushed down already. There we go. Jay has to take a few burns, but gets his first Tetris, goes to 25,000. NDDK is, yeah, going to have to block that off. Take a double, take a single, take a triple, and maybe play row 2? No, going to burn it. Probably a decent call right there. Alright. Jay's not in the best of situations either, but it's early game. Players should be able to pull this off. Like right now, NDDK's Tetris ready. Alright. Another burn from NDDK, and he's good. Jay is playing row 2, though. But the game hates him and doesn't want to get... Oh, it gives him a long bar right as I say it hates him. Okay. Yeah, looking solid-ish here. Yeah, Jay's not getting what he wants. Gets what he wants, but has to burn 3-4 lines out of that. Both players Tetris ready. NDDK gets the long bar first, gets the Tetris. It has some funkiness going on right now. Gonna have to burn a couple before he can get himself back to being close to Tetris ready. Meanwhile, Jay picks up another Tetris, goes to 128. Yeah, I just didn't bother rearranging Jay's side. Normally I would be like, oh, I gotta get this right, but just after a few straight restricts, I'm just kind of like, nah, I don't care. Alright, NDDK has a little bit of a situation. Very manageable, but it is kind of a situation. He's one burn away from being out of this, and there's that burn. Still up a little bit on the high side right now. Probably gonna be looking up there. It takes the burn right before the long bar shows up, but a few pieces later gets another. Then gets another one for another Tetris to go to 181. Both players roughly tied on score. Jay is ahead by 1 line, 2 lines now, but NDDK is taking the lead. Yeah, the Tetris Effect soundtrack is such a good soundtrack in this deck. Ooh, Jay's board gotten a little bit funky. Creates an eye dependency, but fills it with an eye that had coming next, so no biggie. Alright, gonna take a double here. We've got eye dependency right down there, and 7 or 8 taken care of. And mine's here. How's it going? Jay gets that Tetris and gets all the way back down to the bottom to completely clean up. Both players are really clean right now. Things were a little bit funky earlier on, but a quick score update. NDDK is at 27.5, or 275. Jay's at 237. Jay is almost... now about 7 or 8 lines in the lead right now. So NDDK's lead is actually a little bit bigger than it seems. Although having to stack those squares on that side isn't going to help his situation very much. He's got a minimum... Oh, wow, he's got like 8 to 9 burns before he's going to be Tetris ready again. And he's got 2 long bar dependencies. Yeah, gonna have to continue the pull. So Jay, this is your chance to get back ahead in scoring. And probably start falling behind in lines. NDDK's out of it. Doesn't take the line flip, instead goes for the Tetris, and he's going to go for a tuck on something else. Probably right here. Yep, there's the tuck. Jay takes another Tetris. He's at 97 lines, 316,000 points. NDDK at 333 on 92 lines. So the transition is starting to approach for both players. Jay is significantly closer to it than NDDK is, but it's just something they're going to have to be aware of. Alright. Pretty solid here. Nothing too heavy going on. Both players at 105 lines. NDDK at 400,000. Jay at 106,000. Jay's back into a small burn situation. Gonna get out of it. A few lines here depending on pieces. Yeah, that T-piece nails it right there. Jay is free. I'm gonna do something real quick. NDDK's side may go out on everybody, but don't freak out too much about it. It's just something with my setup that happens. I don't understand it entirely, but Jay picks up a Tetris to go to 120. He is 10 lines away from transition. NDDK is 15 lines away from transition. Both players now Tetris ready. NDDK gets the long bar first. Jay has a relatively flat board built up, but he's working up. Yeah, gonna take a few burns right there. Not a bad decision at all. NDDK gonna skim a little bit. Now he's fairly flat. Gets a long bar, gets a Tetris to go to 124 at 496. Not 69, 96. Jay's going to transition to 19 at 425. NDDK transitions to 19 at 522. Both players are off. NDDK has a shot at a max on this one. Jay's going to have to work real hard, and the game hasn't really been agreeing with him on working real hard. So, all right, hangs that Jay left or that L left, and Jay is done at 451. So NDDK, you are good for game one of set one. And Jay is ready, so go ahead, top out. $579, level 20. Yeah, good games. Good games, guys. All right, both players are ready. We're going to count down from 3 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I can't use my left hand right now for some reason. Oh, that felt good. All right, both players are off. A little bit of a tuck situation, double tuck situation for Jay. Nothing too crazy. No T-spins within 2 pieces or anything like that, which is completely impossible in this game. But hey, crazy stuff. Shit has happened. All right. Jay has a dependency, fills it in with the I, and then gets the piece he would naturally need for the dependency. Alright, Jay's a bit flat, kind of sets up a pit of doom over on the left side. Gonna have to burn. Fortunate, NDDK's picked up a couple of Tetrises already. Jay's only managed to pick up 1. So, DK is in the lead. Nice early start. How's everybody in chat holding up? This has been a busy season, Classic Tetris Day, between the CTL season being done, the end of qualifiers for CTM, whatever other random crap is going on in Tetris. I know the Classic Tetris World Championship Singapore qualifier happened earlier in the day, at least earlier in the day my time. I forget who won, somebody told me already, but I'm blanking on it because it's been quite a while since I thought about it. Alright, Jay is in the lead, but he's ahead by... He's actually ahead by a Tetris and ahead by a Tetris. But Jay's not going to be doing much scoring in this little bit here. Pieces aren't completely agreeing with him. NDDK is a little bit funky with a column 8 here. Still Tetris ready, but taking burns to try to maintain it. There's the Tetris readiness. Also clears out the right well, so he's going to be able to build up nicely from here. Especially after the square. In the meantime, Jay's gotten a little bit funky. Looks like he hung a Z. But starting to get a little bit cleared out from it. There we go. Yeah, he's starting to clear out from it just a smidge. Things are looking a little tight. Gonna have to burn with the piece. There's a triple. Still not completely fit. Oh, and hangs a T right there. Things are starting to shift around on Jay a little bit earlier. I'm not sure if he's a tapper or a dasher, but that's definitely an early maneuver there. And it's getting a little funky. Jay's not going to be able to get anything to the right, and he's going to top out at 165. So NDDK, you are good for game 2. And Jay is ready for game 3. That has a whatever this stuff is. It's not bad. That's why it looks like weird dirt water. Yeah, well, I mean, early top outs in Division 5 are like 150. Early top outs in Division 9 are like 1500. And I'm moving out of Division 9 to Division 8 after this season. For this season. So I've seen plenty of like 10,000 games. I've played against people with plenty of 10,000 games. Alright, but both players are ready for game 3. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's right. I didn't update the middle bit. That is slightly early for 4, but it's definitely not a... it's definitely not as bad as what we run into down in 9. There, how's that? 4C. Alright, we're going to count it down from 3 in 3, 2, 1... Tetris. Alright. J's off. NDDK is off, but I clicked off of Edge briefly. I really need to experiment with browser sources. Alright. J's Tetris ready. Nothing out of the ordinary happening so far. Left side isn't quite all that great on J's side, and he's now long bar dependent on his left. Gonna block off the right, use this to take a double, and then hope for... oh yeah, actually good call, just burn it all down. Take that long bar dependency on the left side as well as the right side. Can play right well if you need to. Opts to play right, left well. Sorry, not right well. Gotta take that left well Tetris, dude. We're doing the Jackie Berry / old Anna D strats. NDDK at 47,000, J's at 52,000. Alright, we got a T-spin set up on NDDK's side, but if he opts not to go for it, that's not really... yeah, he's not going to take it. Just going to burn it down from the roof. Jay's going to take a Tetris and go to 77,000. Looking for that O to tuck. Gets the O to tuck. Tucks the O. Creates another long ball dependency right in the middle of the stack, but not... yeah. This is manageable. Just kind of cap it off, grab a long bar, take a couple more burns, and be done with it. ADK is clear. He's at 80,560. Jay's stuck into another long bar dependency on the left side. Gonna take a double off of this and almost be Tetris ready for that. NDDK meanwhile gets a triple, then almost immediately a Tetris afterwards. Burns himself down to the bottom with that and starts the rebuild process. You know, Jay's Tetris ready. Gets Tetris ready, and then 2 pieces later gets that other long bar, takes another Tetris. NDDK is now Tetris ready with the right well open again after a couple of burns. Jay's going to have to burn a minimum of 2 more lines. Looks like now it's going to be about 5 more lines. So NDDK, this is the chance to catch up just a little bit. Well, not even really catch up because you've got the pace. Good Tetris to go to 144. Jay's at 184, but Jay's at 54 lines. So he's 1 line ahead. NDDK is looking for the L piece to fill that in. Gonna take the long bar, but had to block off the well. There we go. That burn gets the well back open. Jay takes a Tetris to go to 61 lines at 210. NDDK is at 51 lines at 181. Got a fairly tight match going on right here, and my stream just decided to choke out briefly. Alright, we're still good. Got a T-spin setup that NDDK is just pretty much going to ignore in favor of another T-spin setup. We only really have 1 T-spin setup at any given time, if you want to get anything done early. Okay, NDDK's back into a little bit of a dig. It just gets out of it. Jay is looking pretty solid. Got his left wall up. This piece gets him back to Tetris readiness at 281 at 76 lines. So, even with NDDK being high by a couple of lines, Jay is actually in the lead. It's a fairly smart triple just to keep it safe. Ugh. Well, Jay should be Tetris ready fairly soon. Yeah, takes that skim, gets himself Tetris ready. NDDK, on the other hand, tucks this T, gets Tetris ready, waiting for the long bar. A nice little adjustment with the T for replacement on the L afterwards. Jade at 95 lines at 358,000. Transition scores look to be in the 400 to 500 range for Jay, and probably the way NDDK's game has been going, probably going to be in the mid fours there. At least potential. Not guaranteed. Okay, Jay's run into a bit of a burst with these Z's and S's there. Gonna have to work his way out of it. Has the well kind of open on the right. Gonna build up for a well here. Gets it. Oh, can't quite get the long bar over. Gonna get the second long bar over, but now has a long bar dependency right in column 7. And things are a little bit hairy on the board for Jay. Getting decent pieces though. Has that open. Gonna take the single right there. Opts to throw the L to the left. Could have flat burned it. I don't remember what his next piece was, but oh, overshift. Overshift, and Jay is going to top out at 395. So NDDK, you are in a chase down. You need to get to 396. Again, that is 396. You're at 377, so you're plodding along on it right now. You're at 117 lines. This, not quite, well, I mean, a Tetris would be great. You are open. If you get open, okay, 381, and there's the Tetris. NDDK is going to take the sweep on the first set. GG's. GG's. Let me real quick. All right, both players are ready for set 2. Just give me a few seconds to let me record that score. This, what time is it on UTC? The UTC conversion gets me sometime. 919. Oh, 918. About 2118 UTC to finish. Okay, zero this back out, and we can get going on the next game. Alright, both players ready? We can go ahead and get going in the count of 3. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Alright, Jay was a little bit more ready than NDDK was. Yeah, NDDK pulls up the cube, try to keep his hands going. Alright, Jay's gonna pop. Let's Tetris, get the first one of the game. Of course, he started a little bit earlier than NDDK, so we're gonna have a little bit of a speed discrepancy here. Alright. ND's ready to go. Takes this Tetris. Jay's board is not very happy with him right now. Yeah, Jay's got a little bit of digging to do here. Takes a dirty Tetris. That helps out immensely. One more burn and he's back to Tetris readiness. NDDK's board is... that helps out a lot, but still kind of... Right side open, takes the split Tetris. Is he going to run some row 2? Fills in that one longer dependency on the right. And it looks like he's going to run row 2 for just a little bit here. Has to block off that, but takes the Tetris. A little bit more digging on NDDK's side. Jay's in kind of a similar situation. Neither of these are really god-awful digs, but they are going to slow things down just a smidge. Yeah, Jay's back down to the bottom. NDDK's down to row 2. It looks like he's just going to play row 2 for a little bit. If the opportunity presents itself, just flip back down to 1. Not a bad call. A little more risky on 18 than... Oh, what happened to Jay? Whoa, okay. NDDK, you're good already. What happened there, Jay? I just looked over and I saw what looked like a little bit of a misdrop and then a top out of it. That was a little strange. Okay, yeah. Misshifting instead of fighting it, just go on to the next game. Yeah, I can. That's a reasonable plan. All right. Well, we can move on to game 2 if both players are ready. Oh, and NDDK, you have after that win. Yeah, I know that that's no problem. So Jay's ready. NDDK, you have won the division. After that first sweep, you were all good. Both players are ready. Let me get it set up so we can count down from 3, and we will do that in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, I restreamed Div 3 earlier today. That was a barn burner. That was really good. I'm just a lowly like Div 8, Div 9 player. That was crazy stuff. I did get a max out dedicated to me from that restream, so that was nice. Alright. Yeah, both players have Tetris on the board. A couple of burns on Jay's side, but nothing, you know. This is kind of the point in the game where you don't really have to go too crazy. Big long bar dependency gets filled in. But Jay's ready to go. Wants to get his left side built up just a little bit better. NDDK is in a bit of a sticky situation here. And has the right side open. Next long bar down to the right is only going to be worth a triple for him. Jay's still kind of in a dig right here. Going to take a double here. Get the single. Right side is open, but it's not scoring. Alright. Very good. Very good. We have long bar dependency right there. Going to get it filled in right there. And is Tetris ready for the next long bar. Alright, NDDK is looking for pieces he can use and gets a piece he can use, but it looks like he's trying to play a little bit more aggressive. That if that J had been flipped the other way, the second J could have been put in for well, honestly, the triple right there, and that would have gotten way down. But hey, it's his game to play. Okay. Jay's playing some row 2 right now. NDDK is clean and gonna take a burn here pretty soon. Yeah. Opts to burn it down from the top. Not the worst call in the world. There we go. Tetris for NDDK to 97,000 points at 39 lines. Jay, you are currently in the lead at 156,000 on 44 lines. Now this long bar is going to get Jay to Tetris readiness. Going to take a couple more skims. He is working center well-ish right now. That does force him to do some little creative burns. Like this triple right here. Keeps things nice and clean. There we go. We got the double right. The Tetris center wall. That's a column 4 Tetris. NDDK's board has gotten a little bit funky. Gonna need some decent pieces to get out of this fast. Gets a long bar over all the way. There's a double. There's a single. There's a single. There's a single. Gonna get that one down in there. Burn 1. There we go. I got a decent burn going here. Jay's gonna take a single with that long bar in column 2. And clean up the board. So Jay's just in a standard build right now. NDDK gets Tetris ready, perfectly timed for the long bar and the Tetris. Got a quick little score up right now. NDDK at 157 at 64 lines. Jay is at 218 at 68 lines. So looking fairly solid if we want to extrapolate for transition scores right now. Both players. I mean, Jay's obviously doing a little bit better, but you never. It's Tetris. It could. RNGesus could forsake either one of these players at any moment. Tetris for Jay. NDDK's building up. Gonna skim and get Tetris ready with a couple of pieces right there. Takes a Tetris, goes to 226 at 77 lines. Jay just grabs another Tetris at 82 lines to go to 289. This is looking pretty good for Jay. Can hold things up. This should make this a pretty decent match. Safety triple right there. Didn't really like how his board was developing. And probably, honestly, with the next few pieces he's had, that was a good call. Alright, NDDK ready for a Tetris. Gets the Tetris right after Jay gets a Tetris going to 90. Jay is ahead by 5 lines, and Actual score is about a Tetris difference right now. Yeah, right around the Tetris difference. I wish this was on Nestor's team so I had access to all the fancy stuff where you could see, just see, oh yeah, this guy's a Tetris ahead. But, hey, standard restreams work just as well as I make a move that makes me look like I snap my neck in half. Alright, Jay has a dirty column 8 Tetris right here. Setting up for another nice little dirty column 8 Tetris. Just going to take the triple, get things back to the standard right wall. Here we go, standard right wall, Tetris ready. NDDK is about to grab a Tetris to go to 170 lines at 349. 107 lines, not 107. D. There we go, 372 at 111. Doesn't quite get the Z flip. Doesn't really. Ooh, okay. Okay, no, doesn't get the tuck. Something's going on with NDDK's side. I'm not sure exactly what. Looks like he's still trying to work it. There we go. Gets a nice little clear right there to clean things up. Yeah, okay. NDDK's side is starting to get a smidge better. Didn't really have anywhere good for that J. Right, J, in the meantime, is at 408,000 with now 5 lines to go until transition. So one more Tetris available will give him to about a 450 transition. NDDK's got 5 lines available as of right now. I'm going to drop this in for a triple. His transition score is going to be less than 400, and he's got a fairly messy board. All right, both players are off to the races on level 19 speeds. Jay's board in significantly better shape than NDDK's right now, and NDDK is going to be topping out at 396. So, Jay, you get game 2 of set 2. I was a little bit confused about the 3 straight tucks. Was there some sort of like keyboard problem or just brain fart? Just a joke. Alright. Okay, well. As soon as both players are ready for game 3, we will count it down. Yeah, take a second. Spin the cube a few times. Alright, both players are ready. We will count it down from 3 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Alright. As I yawn into the microphone, fairly standard-ish starts for both players. Nothing out of the ordinary. Nobody's in a really messy... Well, yeah, that T-Tuck's going to solve NDDK's little bit of a messy situation right here. Now he's Tetris ready with a good slope. That square is going to help the slope a little bit. Board parity's built up. Both players have picked up a Tetris. Jay is ready with that long bar displacement. Wow. I'm losing it. Alright, NDDK's got a really weird board built up right now. This is, yeah, he just kind of built up and built up and built up. And now he's playing up at about 4 or 5 height speeds. Nice. Almost he's like he's playing 29er. Okay, no, not quite. NDDK is going for the min out, it looks like. Not liking it. He's not going to be able to get anything to the right from here on out. So NDDK looks like he's probably going to be topping out. Yep. NDDK is going to top out at 57,000. So, Jay, you are good for game 3. You alright over there, NDDK? Alright, Jay's ready to go. Yeah, I've run into that one too. So, all right, we're going on to game 4 here. So we're going to count down from 4 in 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Alright. No tucks to start. Always like to see that. Well, there's a tuck, but it's not within the first 2 pieces. So NDDK has a block off his right side. Little bit of an S-burst there. Jay, a little unsure what to do with that gap that he had to create over there. It's smoothing itself out. Oh, there we go. That little LJ dependency right there clears out, goes to 8 lines at 90. 95, 65. NDDK has at least gotten Tetris, so he's at 20 something. And Jay is now up to 34. And this game is not really agreeing with NDDK. That was his 3rd double in 4 pieces, but still pulls off a Tetris out of it. Alright, meanwhile, Jay is looking for a column 3 Tetris right here. Gets it. Gonna miss the. Gonna take a triple off of that. Skim another couple, hoping for the L. We'll take the I to go to the LJ dependency. There we go. Looking pretty good right there. NDDK's got a nice flat board right now, working his left side up. 82,000 while Jay's at 88,000. NDDK is just a smidge behind in the lines right now. We're talking about just a few pieces. Now he's ahead a little bit, but it's a pretty tight game right now. We fight, we hope for love, we fight, we hope for love. Alright, Jay's got a little bit of a situation going on right now. He's not going to be Tetris ready at that height anytime soon. And NDDK is going to grab a Tetris. This is the time for him to grab a Tetris because any long bar down the right side from Jay, even before that block off, is going to score a single. Jay needs to get some work done here. He's holding out for the long bar, but it doesn't really want to show up. He might want to take some burns leading into this. Yeah, the game is not being nice to Jay at this point. Meanwhile, NDDK has gotten up to 201,000 points. There we go. There's the dirty Tetris for Jay. He had to burn a lot to get to it, but he got it. All right, still got weight on the holes that he needs to cover. This is looking like it's starting to become an extended dig here. Now he's eye dependent on column 2. NDDK's got a T-spin set up right in the middle of the board, actually. Gonna get a Tetris before it becomes an issue. May not want to hold out too much longer. It doesn't seem like, the game didn't really seem like it wanted to give him anything. And Jay is still in his dig. He's looking for a piece that he gets one piece to. And NDDK is not Tetris ready, but he is clean to row 2. So he's going to play slightly dirty for the next little bit here. Gets the... Oh, no. Builds up his left side, gets the long bar a little bit later, picks up that Tetris. On row 2, Jay's board is... I probably would have topped out by now on this one. But he gets it back down. He's going to take a double. He's got that big eye dependency in column 3 ready to access, but it does an early shift and generates another hole. He's right back to where he was. This time he's got a hole over in column 8. It's going to be a couple pieces at minimum away from that one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, right well. Gets the square. Keeps having to put weight over that big gap, or that big eye dependency. There we go. Gonna take the double, starting to work his way down just a little bit more. Is well, yeah, just work that dependency down. That is now clean. Jay is clean. He's at 105 lines, 259,000 points. Not quite Tetris ready yet. NDDK is at 103 lines at 403,000 points. So NDDK has firmly taken the lead off of that long extended dig. NDDK picks up a flip, gets another long bar, and then the first long bar, then the second long bar. It looks like he's going to try to clean himself down a little bit. It is coming up on transition. Not a bad idea to clean down. There we go. NDDK is down to the ground. And Jay is going to take a flip. Doesn't score, but does set himself up for that delayed burn. There we go. Jay picks up a Tetris, goes to 121 lines at 330,000 points. Transition is looming for Jay. It's looming for NDDK. And my stream just died briefly. There we go. We are back. All right. And Jay is going to top out at 330. NDDK, you don't even need to continue with this. We're all good. Yeah, apologies for the drop frames in there. I have no idea what happened there. We're going to take set 2 to a decider. NDDK transitions at 488,000. Game's already won. Yeah, there you go. Get that. Slap that bad boy down there. All right, both players are ready. We got a decider. We're going to count down from 3. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Haven't gotten a Texas Open. Got one yesterday. All right, Jay's off to a roaring start here, looking pretty decent. Just wants the right piece to skim with. Comes a piece too late. Yeah, just take the triple. Don't fight with it. Yeah, this Tetris, as soon as you clear up to what you were thinking about doing, it starts doing the opposite. NDDK's got a pretty good start, single burn, with first Tetris in the game for him. Jay's at 10 lines. He did start significantly earlier than NDDK did, so this discrepancy will go on for a little bit. Not horribly, hopefully. Alright. Skims a double, takes a Tetris. Nice burn by NDDK to get ready for the Tetris right there. The situation he was in was a little bit funky, but nothing too crazy going on right now for him. Whoa. Hey. Column 4 Tetris from Jay. Very nice. Alright, Jay's going to burn a little bit more. He gets column 4 back open. He has options for how he's going to handle this a little bit right here. Hey, another column 4 Tetris. And it looks like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, this burn right here, hopefully be able to burn down a little bit more. Come there, just, yeah, there we go. Gets the burning. Gonna place that long bar right down there. Got a shot for that Z. Has a long bar dependency over on that side though, so he's gonna switch this to a column 3. Nowhere good for that square. NDDK's in a little bit of a build too, and Jay is just gonna let it go from there. NDDK, you have already won. You take set 2, 3-2. And here's what's gonna go on. I am going to switch to the ferret photos, my interstitial, and then I'm gonna go over and report. So let's take a look at some weasels. How about that? This part. And then I'll report this, and we will through everything. Let's just see. NDDK. It's home in the first set. We swept it. Jay gets 0. I actually supply timestamps I see. So, take a little time. Good games, guys. That only took about 40 minutes, so that's always a good sign. Finished the first set at, what was it? Call it 21-18, 21-20. And home side, NDDK defeated J 3-2. Sure. Matches are submitted, and we can pop down to 4. Quick. And there we have it. NDDK, you have officially taken Division 4C. Jay, best of luck in the playoff relegation position. Everybody, thank you for coming out. I have another match in about, what, hour 15 minutes. I need to go take care of a couple things. So we're going to look for somebody to raid real quick. Not a whole lot of options, so I'm just going to send you over to Monthly Tetris because I do need to bail out. So we're going to start this Monthly Tetris raid. Everybody, thank you for coming. I will be back in an hour and 15 minutes. Looks like NDDK tournament, so this should be interesting. Good games, have fun. Enjoy the NDDK tournament. I will catch you in a little bit.